Hello folks, and welcome back to Cybernet's Flashpoint, where last time we left the roof of the hospital where Afterimage was getting her Cybernet's spine implant done, and we're here on our safe house. I'm still looking around at what the things are. We have our new conversation in 12 hours. We recover in 2 days. We have some legwork. Remy is looking up who caused the hit squad to turn up after us. Care and feeding. Whenever a team member has hype or stress limit break, spend a charge to re-roll a new set of options for the limit break. Co-conspire. Pick a contact to work with directly and spend a charge to immediately find a job that will benefit you both. Efficiency grind. At any safe house room that generates tokens, spend a charge to generate a safe room token instantly. 4 ready mercs, 2 ready to train, 1 on legwork, 1 injured. That's us injured. That's so Afterimage is injured. Remy's on legwork, so it means that Blur and Emil and 2 ready to train. Who's ready to train? Aaron, surely? Aaron and Zasha and Emil are ready to train. 4 ready mercs. Who's injured? That's not counting me then, is it? Anyway, we gotta clean up some rooms here. So we're gonna clean up this room. 7 days, 5,000. Really? Damn. Alright, get this up and running. So wait here. This is barracks. So you're currently injured. So Phil. Okay, well we got a lot of stuff here. Whoa. Let's have a quick. We're learning a lot today, huh? Okay, barracks space, 6 out of 8 recruits. Okay, so 200 hit points, sent for treatment. We're currently injured anyway. We're currently 70% loyal and 20% hype. Experience, we have 4 unspent points. Our reactions 13. Our strength is the stats in this game are reaction, strength, will, and tech. We are full of we are a reaction build, definitely. Implants, Quantum Rider, the thing we just got implanted in us. If you install this Cybernetic implant, you will immediately train in the Cyberknight class. Surgery recovery, 1 day, 12 hours. Implant stress 50%. Synaptic accelerator, fast brain slot. Implant stress 10%. Wound resistance 10%. Evasion +5. Initiative +2. Cyber surgery. Combat stats. Summary of buffs. Traits. Wasteland coyote. Raised in the leans. Dangerous slums outside New Boston's dome. You use your knowledge of the walls, cracks, patrols, and tunnels to become a coyote, smuggling corp fugitives in from other cities past checkpoints or criminals within and outside. But when a job for the Q Milieu Syndicate went bad, you had to cut all ties and find a new life. +3 reaction, +1 tech, and +5 stress resistance. Phantom Guide 1, you navigate the shadows like a ghost. Like a car outside as well. Damn. Evading patrols and slipping past checkpoints. +2 reaction, -1 move detection radius, and +10% move speed. Deep Wire 1. Somewhere in the past, another owner modified the Cybernet's computer and now implanted into your spine an accelerated neural coprocessor. +2 reaction, +5 evasion, +5 move speed. Faction of origin is indie. We're independent. We know the ways out of the city, often used. We know the leans, and we were wronged. Has done wrong. Tormask, Syndicate boss contact, that will not be forgotten or forgiven. Afterimage screwed up a job in smuggling a whole load of Syndicate soldiers into the dome, and they were killed or rounded up by UNA forces. We've also got a slant blade. Attached blade ion battery, attached blade grip, unavailable slot. Defensor. Critical hits against a surprise target cause an additional lot of damage. Pistol silencer. Damage reduces, that's not how silencers work. Silencers do not reduce damage, goddammit. Lowers range, that doesn't work either. Attached pistol body mod, and we have Secure Tech light suits. First grade. Okay, cool, whatever. Talents, look ahead. Quantum look ahead at the zone. 10 meter radius within 25. Debuffing the tunes, predicting the next move of any enemy who passes into the zone to the next turn. Cannot predict targets in active combat. Pre-computed advantage. Buff yourself for a teammate within 25 meters with a +8 initiative immediately. Initiative bonuses applied when rolling initiative for the next turn. Security scramble. Disable level 1 security device within 18 meters until end of next turn. Target disable device okay, so you basically have the Vanguard stuff again. We are basically a Vanguard again. Appearance. Yep, that's us. We can rename everything in records. Sure. Then we have Blur, conversation. And for treatment, you've got reaction, strength, will, tech, reaction, strength, will, tech, reaction, strength, will, tech, reaction, strength, will, tech, Reaction, strength, will, tech. Faces have cunning, persuasion, and handling. Reaction is initiative and movement speed. Strength is 4% of kinetic as pure damage, 8% less recall gain, 2% wound resistance. Cybernetic weapon damage, crit chance is will, and tech is crit chance and damage versus drones. You also get things like dump shock resistance, built-in armor, stress resistance, and cybernetic weapon damage. We have Jesus, we have 13 for... Are we just super high level? Okay, we're like, what, level 2, maybe? Yeah, we're level 2, okay. But even so, that's 13 and 4, that's 20 points here. You've got... What, 6, 9, 11 here. 12 there. 12 here. 10 here. Damn. Okay, so what do we have here? So, cunning is 1 day 6 hour delay with handbrake delay, 10% headhunter chance with a bait the trap, 2% heat reduction with pressure drop. You got abilities you can use. Plus 10% legwork check, including arm work, plus 5% mission payment with the deal maker, and plus 2 mission experience for the whole team, plus 1 stress for the whole team. So handling increases mission experience, stress resistance, persuasion gives you more rewards possibly, and cunning is some kind of delaying some stuff or baiting headhunters possibly. And you've also got some training to be done. Movement point 0, you don't get to move ever, I think. And action points, well, you got action points and initiative, okay. X, Los Zangelis Entertainer. Was once an entertainer on the Los Zangelis dime, but you fought your way free of that life and carved your own path since. Plus 4 cunning, plus 4 persuasion, plus 2 handling. Street-sized glitz. For 1 cunning and persuasion. Faction Insider. You are capable of executing legwork inside the Los Zangelis territory without undue attention. You left Los Zangelis without burning bridges and is still able to operate in their territory. Primary school. Has been a long-time friend as far back as primary school, so we know After Image knows Blur very, very well. Has established a lasting trust with Owen Tolan, nightclub owner contact. Their friendship is built on years working the underground network in mutually beneficial ways. Hates B-Tuna, gang boss contact. Blur harbors a well-hidden hatred for B-Tuna, knowing too much about the Los Z organization and its methods. Aaron Crandall is got the Rykon assault rifle, the Defensor pistol, light armor as well. Milsec washout. Abandoned when your family passed their aptitude tests to become citizens of Ultratech. You bounce between low-tier Milsec outfits until you washed out. Oh, Aaron's family passed their aptitude tests to become citizens of Ultratech. You become citizens of a corporation, but you didn't. You basically were abandoned. Better short with time to breathe. Below level. Years below subsistence living made you resistant to pressure and strain. Faction Insider. You are capable of executing legwork inside Arrowhead security territory without undue attention. You left Arrowhead security without burning bridges. You are well informed about Milsec protocols. Your parent has a mother, Mariah Wick. Corporate citizens contact. Mariah Wick has completely disowned Aaron for being a failure and a threat to her and his brother's rise in the Megacorp. Has established long-lasting trust with Zeb Comans, security chief, and Aaron and Zeb work together for a number of years in Aaron's security. Okay, cool. Meal. You got a chameleon sheath. Implant grants class. If you install this cybernetic implant, you immediately train in the Vanguard class. Due to your chameleon sheath, you only wear stealth or light armor and cannot equip heavy armor. Stealth crit bonus damage looks like. Okay. Ex Matsumoto. Born as a Matsumoto citizen, your life flipped when your younger brother Marcus disappeared into a shadowy Matt's medical trial. Your search for answers drove you away from your citizenship and family. Grits 1, Sleuth 1. Faction Bard. You're no longer capable of executing legwork inside Matsumoto because you burnt bridges. Sibling has a blood of Marcus. Marcus went missing under suspicious circumstances during his youth at Matsumoto. Has a friend, Potato, Netwraith contact. Potato has been instrumental in the search for Emil's missing sibling for years, and has established trust with Mongrel, moneylender contact. Loans successfully made and repaid over the years have built a working relationship between the two. You've got exactly the same weapons as we do. Yeah, you've got exactly the same weapons we do, okay. Again, you seem to be very similar. Zasha Iliev. Got some conversations to do as well. Ex-UKF with banned Nero. Once a professional fighter for the Ultimate Kill Fight League, you were banned for having your neural treatment. You haven't gotten neural treatment. You've been in the media circus and are still strong. Fast and tough as nails but prone to injury. Grit, and you worked as a bouncer or should have done. You're an independent. A multi-year neural treatment is unfinished and poses a major risk to neural decline if not completed. You faction of origin is Los Legales. You raise on the streets. You have trust, a doper contract, Curio Shepherd. You did wrong to Heartsec, a syndicate soldier contract. You killed Heartsec in a UKF match. He has a professional respect for Remy, member of the team. As far back as Remy served the team on the Auckland rooftop. Cool. And Remy is Ghosted Black Hat, recruited from the slums. You spent 10 years working on Jupiter's shadow hacking unit before hitting a morale skid. Unable to cover up a toxic dumping scheme near your home streets, you disappeared into your own terms. Zero print, your digital activity is extreme, slipping through security unnoticed and moving through networks without leaving a trace. When hacking, gain mitigate any QSEC tally increased by -1, +2 turns, jamming for security devices from the Matrix. Endurance trained, you have increased hit points and stress. If you have hit points, that means you must be able to move about in the field. This must be maybe a unique movement points only points, maybe? Like action points for generic for points, but movement points are specific for movement? I don't know. Faction Insider, you are Los Legales. You can no longer work. You left Los Legales without burning bridges. You're an ex-corporate hacker. You're faction barred. You cannot work inside Rook Technologies. You trust the Dusty Diamond Gunrunner contract. Cool. Anyways, so we got talents here. Packet loss. Disable level 1 security device within 25 meters until end of turn. Target disable device to extend its duration. Immediately gain +30 Cyberdeck shield, 10 health for duration of the hack. Buff your Matrix avatar with 10 AP, 60 QPPS. I would say that QBPS, qubits per second, but I guess not. 10 speed and damage connection, -3 per next 2 turns. Bull Assault, Urban Assault Rifle. Cool. You've got Slash Slide, Deflection Field, discharge melee weapon to stabilize a 6-meter long energy barrier, blocks movement and attack but not sight, within 4 meters for next 2 turns. Improved Power Slice, if a melee attack hits, it increases any damage dealt by 10% of the top of any Power Slice damage, and if melee weapon has Power Slice debuff, its duration is extended to lasting next turn. Okay, Emil there, Jam Kit, Lure, Silence and Anticipation, we know that. You've got Overwatch, Iron Grip and Marker Sights, we know that. Care and Feeding. Whenever a team member has a hype or stress limit break, spend a charge to reroll a set of... Oh, these are the buffs that were on the screen over there, okay? And we have Look Ahead. Cool. Appearance-wise, Aaron Crandall, Emil, Bond. You were in that uniform. And Remy Gaunt, and the records. Mission complete, highest damage, mission complete. Mission complete. Career kills 1, career kills 2, career kills 2. We didn't kill over 10 people. Is it counting people we did in tutorial? Possibly. Yeah, that must be counting the people we did in the tutorial. Okay, we'll manage room. Barracks level 2, 4 days, a lot of money, and requires level 2 power, possibly? Level 2, yeah, level 2 power. Limit of simultaneous tasks has been reached. Upgrade Command HQ. Power wires, yeah. Cryogenic cooling, maximum recruits. A lot of rooms to play around with here. There's Command HQ. No missions being planned. We have here cold storage. There are no items. Try changing the filters. Let's just start storage. All digital goods. Okay. Next page. So what do we do now then? There's conversation stuff to be done, sure, but there's more stuff for that. There's more than this. There's a conversation for you, but there's also a conversation for you here. I have to admit, I thought we were DOA. Oh, they're talking probably. If I hit that space, yeah, they're talking to. The conversation is their conversation. I'll admit it, I thought we were cooked before we even got started. Gunned down on the rooftop by some Ultratech goons before After Image even got her wires. We're lucky to have Remy watching over us. We've got to be able to lean on each other. I'm glad you know Remy has all of our backs. Maybe you'll give her a little less spat next time she has a good idea too. I'll take that into consideration. Positive relationships such as respect create bond between characters and contacts. The benefits of hype, the negatives of stress, and the effects of other story decisions all flow through relationships from one character to another. In addition, deploying characters in positive relationships on jobs together can also increase hype, reduce stress, and yield positive trait changes and even XP gains. It wasn't that, it's a different conversation. Cybernetic surgery takes time. Splicing something into a spine goes deep. What I just said. Nothing keeps After Image down. She'll be back in the game before you know it. Running a heist team requires judicious planning. While you are waiting for After Image to clean the next 2 rooms, then play. Yeah, cool. We can train as well, but we'll do training when it comes down to it, I guess. I guess we hit play and see what happens now, right? Boop. Should you really be back on your feet, After Image? Evening, Blur. You're up late. We've all been stewing here. It's been a nervous wait for you to recover. But look, let me get you back to your bed. Let me get you back to bed. I'm 12 days out of cyber surgery and riding a wave of pain medis. I'm not going anywhere. I'm fine. I'm just standing here thinking. Like, the thing in your spine is thinking? I'm the only one thinking, Blur. My new spinal is a lot of things. A quantum crypt, a tactical computer, a quantum countermeasures broadcaster. But it is not some AI floating around in my skull. Sorry, I know. But yeah, I'm thinking. With it. I'll find some time to talk to others tomorrow. I know I need to calm some frayed nerves. This quantum rider changes nothing. And everything. We all swallowed a big bottle of risk on this one, but it's going to pay off. We'll come up aces, I know it. But if you're going to be a stubborn forklift and refuse to go back to bed, we can at least talk shop. What's our next play? So Ultratech dropped a response team on the clinic? Right on the roof, nearly on our heads. And another team came through the lobby. So, someone snitched us. But late. Otherwise, they would have just been waiting for us. It could have been someone in the surgical team. I can't square how it could have been someone on our team and we'd still be alive. Nah, this isn't one of our own. I sent Remy to figure it out, quietly. Good moves. We can trust Remy with this one. She knows this kind of work is done far from the safe house. Have you heard nothing from Octane? I'm sure she's eager to hear how the things went. Octane called twice while you were under. The team had agreed to go dark, so I let it beep. Honestly, I didn't want to talk to Octane until she could see her up and in fighting shape. Well, she can make it a little longer then. I don't know. Not much longer, After Image. You're a big investment, you know. You can call Octane directly by clicking on the timeline event or wait for her call by pressing play to advance the timeline. Octane doesn't want to talk to us. She wants to hear about her money. Maybe, but we have a full 2 weeks before we owe her a payment, so there must be a reason for the calls. Everyone has another agenda, huh? Here in New Boston, yes they do. Alright. Let's contact her and figure out what she has in mind. Maybe we can learn something to boot. We need a bankroll. We need to test these new teeth on a heist. When Octane offered us the loan, we knew we'd need a hot cash shortly after the operation. We've been saving the Ford op for just this purpose. Emil found this one and scoped the facility out. It's a site where McKellen Heavy Industries is dismantling a major operating base in Ward 7 to move it to the new construction site for Ward 11. It's not perfect. We have to hit the base before they have siphoned off all the valuables. McKellen Security is still going to be present, but they're not going to be on high alert. We can dump the files, blueprints, and cubes straight into the black market for United Digitals. Maybe enough to cover most of our first loan payment. And we need those credits. Octane's repayment schedule is very steep. We can prep, plan, and deploy for Ford Op into Command HQ. Anyway, enough After Image. I don't care what you say, you're going back to bed. Ha, if you insist. I'll want to be looking fresh to talk to Octane tomorrow anyway. A new job, Forward Op, is ready to be planned in the Command HQ. So we have here, what's next on the schedule? Legwork is still 2 days away. New conversation with Octane, 7 days away. Pending heist, Forward Op is about a month away. And we have to pay 500,000 UDs in 37 days. Okay, so HQ, you can plan that, sure. And a manage room, there we go. Power wires 2, cryogenic cooling 1. Maximum cryo is controlled by cold storage upgrade level. Maximum power is controlled by command HQ upgrade level. Cold storage, manage room, power wires, cryogenic cooling. So when I was there. Ready to train. We'll get back to those next time. Okay, let's see if we can plan about this. Ford Op, 27 days and 18 hours left. Mixed stealth combat hacking loot. Enter mission planning. McKellen Heavy Ford operating base for the construction of Ward 7 has completed its duty. Machinery, equipment, and personnel are being siphoned off to the new Ford bases in prep for the construction of Ward 11 on behalf of Warner Brown Global. The site is still half full of valuables and less than half staffed. It's a good time for a hit. Rewards. We must make our own rewards by stealing whatever we can during the raid. Okay, so passive leverage are automatically in effect for one or more stages during a job. The sprawling forward operating base has a lot of possible exit opportunities, but we need to be careful that reinforcements might be coming in the same way we're planning to get out. So active leverage. And a highly skilled netwraith, a highly skilled shadow hacker working from the global matrix. This leverage could be obtained from the following contacts if they are friendly. Potato. Matrix Snoop. Reveals the entire Matrix node maps in the mission's first stage, but not later stages. Someone has snooped on the Matrix network here and can reveal the node types in all Matrix hosts. That's their hacking minigame, I guess. I guess it's not really a minigame, it's in the hacking mode. Active leverage can be used immediately for 0 action points by any merc on their action. Violent diversion cancels any reinforcement deployment by sec AI for the next 2 turns. Local gang kicks up violent distraction to delay reinforcement at the opportune moment. Someone with command over a contingent over street gangs of soldiers. This leverage will be obtained from the following contacts if they are friendly: B-Tuna and Dusty Diamond. I think Blur hates B-Tuna. I think it's Blur that hates B-Tuna. But Dusty Diamond likes Remy, I think. Unplug cameras. Disables all cameras and long-range cameras until your next turn. Even underworld dens of thieves rely on security systems. Someone on the inside is paid to snap the camera connection. Zeb Comans can do that from us. Anyway, let's switch the mission map. Plan this path. I have no idea what I'm doing here, so let's find out. Plan start. Enter prep Formux to deploy. I mean, this one of each of us, right? I mean, that's what we take. Can train as well. So start missions, isn't it? When you say start mission, what's happening? We're preparing the squad. We still have 27 days left, right? I'm very confused what's happening here. Did we just... what? I thought I'm confused. Remember team, we are here on our own dime. Make this a profitable night. There'll be plenty of blueprints, files and equipment here. We'll hit everything we can before it gets too hot. Let's keep a close eye on our exits. We've got more than one option. If things heat up quickly, we need to make a break for it. Scout ahead, plot a route, keep your options open. When running a heist, we are a small and fast strike force. We must use stealth, speed, and firepower to our advantage. But we also need to know when to leave and when to make a break for the extraction points. If the sec tally goes high enough, the sec AI will get to make a defensive action in escalation, such actions, reinforcements, blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm just want to... hang on. Load slot. Restore before mission. I'm very curious because I thought... we're still like 27 days away, I thought. Is that just the limit? I guess we just carry on and hit play until there's... because that's 27... like, that's time enough to open new rooms and everything else. I don't want to dive into that before I have to, you know? Like, there's legwork to be outcoming here first. Boom. I figured out who made the call. Cleanly and quietly, as promised. And Ultratech? None the wiser. The AUG Clinic network is a sprawling mess and they didn't notice one more tap on their trunk line. Well done. Ultratech missed us at my operation by a minute, so this is a perfect time to become only a hazy memory. And the rat? A research lead in the biotech division must have been something outside of Dr. Ekman's surgery suite. Got spooked and called a superior. One Julie Jacobson. Can you click on these things? No. That's a relief. It was just a bad look by some random at the clinic. Should we try to squeeze a little more out of this one? We dodged gaining any heat in this legwork. If legwork burns off 1 point, if heat burns off 1 point per day, but makes real life more difficult. If heat rises, our target security for our jobs will be stiffer, some contacts will stop dealing with us, and the stress on the team increases. If we feel the heat just around the corner, we might want to lay low for a while. Ultratech has already forgotten their snitch. Left out to dry, it would be easy to lean on Julie Jacobson. She's an Ultratech citizen, but not in a particularly well-ranked position. Because of her, Ultratech nearly took us out. Find an angle for a weak spot and we can threaten and intimidate her and get a leverage we want. It'll take some time, chew up somebody's hours, but it can be done. Some more legwork. Let's put this snitch under our thumb, and having some Ultratech biotech researcher in our pocket will eventually pay off. So, if we do that, Julie Jacobson made the call to bring Ultratech type response team down on our heads. After a few days, Ultratech has forgotten about their helper, but we haven't. So for 2 days... Max attempts 3, eventual guaranteed success. Okay, so basically this will work eventually, but it's just when it does that. So we have a 2/3 chance happening the first time, and we get 1 + 1 favor per month. I'm not sure what that does, but it is bound to be good, right? So Remy, let's put this snitch under our thumb, and having some ultratech bio-researcher in our pocket will eventually pay off. Leverage is always worth it. Go digging. See what you can find. So we're still 2 days away from legwork. Look, if you click train, so class training here for you. Hi, me. Hello. Training points 5 out of 9. Talent limit 3 out of 5. Can train 2 more talents. Add multiclass. With the signature delta wire implant threaded down the implant. Okay, so we need implants to do some of these things. Like, okay. So these are the classes. We have War Machine. With the signature delta wire implant threaded down their entire spinal cord, the War Machine becomes a living integrated weapons platform and capable of deploying a staggering array of cybernetic armaments. A walking arsenal of war, a War Machine can focus on cybernetic claws, optical lasers, or powerful cybernetic pulse generators. In Cybersword we have one of those already. Keep the art of the blade alive in a trigger-happy world. With high-tech nano blades, they can accomplish incredible feats and combo kills through enemies. They are strong against close groups of enemies and can specialize in spiking drones. Cyberswords have access to powerful defensive talents as well, but are reliant on limited charges of their blades' ion battery for several abilities. Agent EX. High-tech killers with phenomenal mobility and tech warping cyber control. The Agent EX's nanohive implant is at the forefront of the dangerously experimental cybernetics, infusing and linking the agent's body to a nanite swarm. This allows the agent to glitch short distances at undetectable speeds, gives them a variety of infiltration talents, and makes them a nightmare for enemy drones. Their fighting style is uniquely suited to unleashing a hail of bullets, with dual-wielding SMG abilities and bonuses to full auto damage available in their talent tree. Soldier. Not only a reliable combatant, the soldiers are the masters of 23rd century weapons tech and combat communications. No other class can use full auto weapons the way they can. They have access to powerful and well-rounded overwatch talent, plus a bevy of self-buffs and team-focused support abilities. Soldiers can bring a lot of firepower to your squad, but they have no talents for dealing with security devices. Whether it's a camera or proximity mine, without a squad member to disable it, a soldier can only go around or through. Sniper. Specialists with sniper rifles and carefully aimed single-shot weapons. Snipers can deal extreme damage at long range and make the most of good positioning and the element of surprise, potentially with even getting combo kills with rapid reloads and bonus AP from some talents. A sniper's main limitations are those of their weapons, particularly that sniper rifles are useless against enemies who get too close. Carry a reliable secondary weapon to compensate. The Vanguard. So dedicated to stealth that they implant a chameleon-sheathed cybernetics into their skin, Vanguards can slide through the shadows and pave the way for your squad in hostile territory. Their talents let them knock out cameras and other security devices to predict and distract guards, and shield themselves or squad members from being seen or heard. Vanguards have many talents that can help them take down lone or unaware enemies, but still need quiet weapons to do their job effectively. Without defensive or damage-boosting talents, Vanguards won't last long enough to stand up fight by themselves. Hackers. Code Slinger who lives and dies in a world of glittering lights and data streams. The hacker leads the assault in the digital landscape. Uniquely positioned to jack into the enemy's matrix, from lowly utility terminals to looming quantum mainframes, the hacker can spike an enemy system to take control of security, doors, and download valuable pay data. Back in the grey, boring real world, the hacker has some talents to help their squad with disabling security and debuffing drones, but the majority of their talents expand their capabilities in the matrix. Hackers are vulnerable to enemies while jacked in, so make sure the rest of your squad can keep them safe. They require a matrix link implant. Gunslinger. The Gunslinger's Gunlink spinal implant hardwires them to their chosen weaponry, allowing them to move and fire with something more than reflex, something more than instinct. Like the fabled duelists of the Old West, the Gunslinger walks with quiet confidence, their guns ready to speak for them. They live by the gun and they walk through the fire with calm precision. Scourge. Exploiting some of the most terrifying capabilities of nanotechnology, the Scourge's ChemHive implant secretes a steady supply of nanites specifically designed to manipulate, reconstruct, and corrode organic material. The Scourge's talents allow them to poison enemies and create hazards, trick security that relies on biometrics, or toughen themselves and squadmates up to tank more damage. Although the Scourge themselves can gain immunity to their nanites, squadmates aren't so lucky. Choose wisely when using talents that may be hazardous to your allies as well as enemies. And the Wire Ghost. A slippery digital infiltration expert, the Wire Ghost avoids, dodges, or slides past Matrix security and IC on their way to their objective. Known for his signature skipjack technique that allows a short, dangerous hack through an exposed security device, the Wire Ghost's hacking system is at best wild and fast, and at worst fragile and dumped. But we're not going to class train, I was just having a look around here. So 4 unspent points. Pre-computed event, we have that already. Upgrades, we can upgrade. So this is what's... Pre-computed events of max 1 charge. Range is increased 10 meters. Rate recharge waste for twice turn. Tugging is +4 extra initiative. +1 reaction and initiative. This is... So, okay, so talents are the big things, it looks like. Okay, so the talents are the big things. And 5 points is spent. Because we spent a point here getting the additional charge. We spent a point here getting the look ahead reduced recharge moment. So what do we have up here? We have interference spike, debuff an enemy within 25 meters for -6 initiative for the remainder of the turn. Cancels Overwatch. Steamroll, when killing a target, buff yourself and any teammates within 25 meters with additional damage. And move speed for the remainder of the turn. At max activates once per turn. Centering, buff yourself and our teammate within 25 meters. And with evasion and cover bonus until the next turn. And survival. Disentangle, debuff an enemy drone, jamming its sense kit so it cannot detect teammates while unaware or suspicious, and applying -6 initiative for next turn. Survival, heavy armor, quantum. Preview. Okay. We have you as well, class training. You have the efficiency grind. The co-conspire, and the care and feeding. You also get the field coordination. In a safe house field ops room, spend a charge to focus team coordination on the mission, both upgrading up to 9 existing field ops leverages and adding unique leverages to including field ops. Opposition research. During mission planning, can activate a leverage that grants map knowledge. Dealmaker, whenever a contact offers a job, use this passive talent to automatically negotiate a better deal based on the job's contact and their faction. Pulling the strings, whenever contact has an influence or exposure limit break, you may spend a charge to reroll a new set of options for the limit break. Any additional options added by favors can also be rerolled. Handpicked, whenever you encounter a potential recruit through story or underworld hub, this passive talent allows the recruit to gain +2 starting levels up to the maximum of Knight's level. I have no idea what to put these points into, so I'm not going to put into these points right now. Hang on, 1 second. Okay, let's finish the legwork here and see how it goes. Then I've got to stop, unfortunately. That failed. That success. I don't know who you are or how you got around my privacy protocols, but I'm not buying whatever. But go on, Julie Jacobson. It's nice to put a face to a name. I don't know you. I don't. You can't remember the cyber knight you tried to have killed? If you're going to try to take out someone this powerful, you should at least know who you're dealing with. I didn't know what Dr. Ekman was doing. We've been through the old clinic records, so cut the lies. And your Ultratech privacy protocol was so standard, Jacobson, we have had little look inside your life. Don't try to play it tough. You're a B-tier citizen who barely passed your aptitude tests. Ultratech has forgotten your little snitch move and is already off to fight the next fire. Well, let's talk. You fed Dr. Ekman to the corporate killers to hide your own drug problem, right? I don't... You've done an awful job covering your tracks. For slinging meds illegally to your friends, Ultratech might just kick you to the curb. But the bioformula you sold in 29? For that, they'll kill you just like Dr. Ekman. Kill Dr. Ekman? They just took him in for questioning. Oh, Dr. Ekman was never coming back after what he did. Neither would you. You need to be a lot more careful or Ultratech is going to catch on to you. Let Remy give you a few tips. Look, we got off on the wrong foot. I didn't realize who I was calling into Ultratech. Help me out and I can be your supplier. I can get you high-end meds from the lab, and if I get another shot at bioformula, it's all yours. Then we can't have one of our suppliers getting caught. Need some remedial training on how to work in the shadows. Getting caught means they know you're disloyal, and disloyal means you're in an Ultratech interrogation tank, right? Yes, understood. Then we'll be in touch when you need something, Julie Jacobson. Julie Jacobson gained the trait under our thumb and has a starting trust score of 12 out of 100 and owes us 2 favors. We can use favors to make regular purchases without spending $1 or to call in to help where money can't buy it. Most often for leverages and jobs. Cool? That was cool. I need to stop now, so we won't have a look. Upgrading power. Now that you have enough clean rooms, it is time to upgrading it before a new module can be installed. The utilities in this room must be upgraded. All modules require a supply of power to operate. First, you need to open the room management or the clean room, and then use the upgrade utilities interface to start a task that upgrades the power utility. The power utility flows outward from the central room's central lift. So for rooms adjacent to the lift, the maximum power utility is set by the command HQ. For outer rooms like this one, the maximum power utility is set by the room adjacent to the lift. As we build out our base, we will build rooms that require less power in the outer rooms. Use this interface to set utility and purchase upgrade. Upgrades take time and cost credits. The more upgraded a utility is, the more expensive and time-consuming the next level is. The first level isn't very expensive, so start that now. Cool. And we have another task we can do. We can't do that yet because we haven't got the next level there. So I guess we just we can clean up this side. And regardless, folks, I gotta stop now. I'll catch you all next time. See you then. Bye-bye.